Hey there, still down here at the property doing some clearing in between chainsaw and charging my phone to be able to do the recordings and all. I've been sliding a few of these in for today. So what I want to make sure, a lot of people want to heal, but they don't even know where to start. And this is going to be my recommendation. All healing comes from within. The very first thing that we need to understand and have is our foundation. Our foundation to build a whole person, wholeness, mind, body, and spirit. What does it take to do that? We've got to go in and before you do anything, you question yourself with this question. This is your foundation for your wholeness, to get your balance. The question is, do you believe in yourself? If you've grown up with narcissism, there's a good chance that they've taught you not to believe in yourself, to doubt yourself, to question yourself, to second guess yourself. Believe me, I know I've done that most of my life. I still do it sometimes, but at least I catch myself. And I go back and I'm like, okay, Joe, why are you questioning yourself? So what I tell people is the foundation is to believe in yourself. And the second thing is to become your own best friend. When you can become your own best friend, that means you like yourself. You don't become friends with somebody you dislike. Self-hatred, self-loathing, self degrading, um, self-sabotage, all those are a result of the abuse, and that's what it is. Narcissism is abuse. It's emotional, mental, and spiritual abuse. My mother, kid you not, she's like, you weren't abused, I never hit you. Well, what's interesting is she's right. She never hit me, but also I was the oldest. I was the one there, and if she had ever hit me, there was nobody there to protect her. So it was a tactical move on her part never to hit me. However, I know for a fact that she hit some of my other siblings. When I found that out, I was furious. So bottom line is she she got away with as much as she could get away. And when she got remarried, right about the time I turned 16, and I saw her come out, and she tried to use him to basically start beating on me. Told him to spank me. That, to me, all I heard was hit me, beat on me, whatever. You touch me, it'd be the last time you touch anybody. I had so much anger built up in that first 16 years. And of course, she's got to like, look how flawed you are. You're angry. You're this, you're that. Somebody sits there and bashes your hand for 16 years or bashes you in the back of the head for 16 years. It's going to get a little old and you're going to be angry. And then you feel like you don't have the tools to have good quality friendships because your emotions, you kind of feel like you're a basket case. So I'm telling you how I felt. So comment below and let me know. How did you feel growing up? How did your uh, parents make you feel? Your parent or parents? What did anybody have a narcissistic parent but actually had a protective parent as well to take up the slack? I usually find if there's either two narcissists or there's a narcissist codependent. Nobody there is to be the protector. So the point behind this video is one, learn to believe in yourself. That is a natural trait that we learn growing up when we're in a functional home. If you didn't grow up in a functional home, chances are this is not where it should be by the time you graduate high school. So you wonder why there's so many dysfunctional marriages out there. Think about this. Think about how many people marry and they grow apart, or they marry a toxic person, or they want to marry the tough guy, on the motorcycle. It's interesting how we go back, and what I wanted to do is not repeat. And I cannot tell you how many people I've talked to on this. I tried not to repeat the dysfunction, and for somehow I repeated it. I'm here, I got married to a person that was, we clashed. It was not right. But at the same time, I told that person on the way and before we got married, I'm like, this is not right. Something doesn't feel right. With her and my mother, both narcissists, got together and guilted me into getting married. That was an experience. I look back now and I realize how much of a sick world I was raised in and how it was difficult to even try to make a decision. I didn't realize until much later that my parents, I couldn't comprehend that my parents wanted bad stuff for me. That just, that, I still can't even comprehend that. I understand it now and accept it, but it's so unnatural, so against God. It's so against your creator. It's so against the universe. I look at the world and I can pretty clearly see why we are the way we are. We haven't taken care of each other the way we should. A lot of the kids today are just completely lost. A lot of the dysfunction is generational. It's just one generation after the other. It's one of the reasons I didn't have children. I knew that I was not in a good place to have children. I was not married to the person I wanted to have children with. So I didn't have children. But we'll go back, and me and my wife, we're going to tell you our whole story, how we danced together at 15 years old, and my mother told me, you're not worthy of a girl like that. So I actually thought I was doing her a favor by not dating her, that she could find somebody better than me. What does that say? What does that say about how my mother instilled in me a lack of self-worth? I had total shame, guilt, unworthy, worthlessness. I had all this embedded in me. I was taught those things. To feel good about yourself, no, that's not good. Suffering is a beneficial thing. Suffering is good. You know, what I realize is that suffering is optional in life. Where there's painful things we go through, but suffering is ongoing. It is not getting out. Struggling is not knowing what to do next. The goal of this channel is to help you to get away from suffering and struggle. Once you understand who you are, you become your own best friend. And you get the foundation to build your wholeness. You want to manifest that right person into your life? Then work on these first. You will attract who you are, not what you want. That's why we repeat the same dysfunction. Because if we come from a dysfunctional life and we want something different, but we're not going to attract typically somebody that is of higher consciousness level, because they're going to attract someone at that same consciousness level to them at the time. I highly recommend work on yourself. You were born the perfect you, and your job is to become the best you. Only you have been, if you think of yourself as anything less than love and a great person, and you know that you tried to do the right thing, but it just keeps getting away from you, just know that it can work out. I'm going to tell you, I never thought I'd live to be 50 years old, because I went through 12 years of dark night of the soul, and I never, when I got to, I was still alive at 50. I was almost disappointed because I'd struggled so much. But then at 51, I reconnected with that little girl that I danced with at 15 years old. We're married today. I've never been happier. My mother knew that, and that's sad. My mother knew she was the right one for me. And she was and I'm going to say it, she was the evil that came into my life. I like to stay away from the negative and evil and this and that, but I can't think of another word other than trying to divide and keep away the good things that would make your child happy. That just, there's evil in that. And I feel sad for my mother because she lives in her own hell right now. She always has. She doesn't, people, you'll either choose to heal or continue to live in your hell. We actually create our own hell by the way we think, the way we connect. I was born into hell. My whole child was nothing but hell. There was nothing. I had two or three what I would call good moments in my childhood, two or three that stand out. Would you believe that most of those, let's see, there's one, I know two of the three, my mother came in and tried to destroy those moments, tried to take away those good moments with guilt. There was a lady, we were in Florida. My grandmother had taken us, grandfather had taken us, this was what, 1972. And I remember there was some lady there and she showed me so much attention. I'd never had that much attention. And it was so wonderful. And I felt good for the first time in my life. I was 7, 8 years old, I think, something like that. But I remember my mother giving me this boo-hoo, you love her more than me and all this, and just making me feel guilty about having a good moment. Oh, I see the plot now. I see what she did. Rather than seeing what I needed and becoming that person, that good mother, she attacked the good part, anything good in my life. That's what evil does. And it's when it's your own parents, and then when you have two of them. I really didn't think I would live to be 50, and I'm almost 60 now, but now I'm happy. I'm balanced of mind, body, and spirit. I'm happily married. We have a nicely balanced marriage. We never raise our voice. We always take care of each other. And we're going to be doing a video on just our marriage and how we came together and how she felt when we first danced and how I felt and how we came together in our marriage today and how it's evolved. Life, if you look at it as it's a school, which I call it Earth School. If you look at the lesson every day, everybody's your teacher. Everybody is teaching you something. Grow from it. Learn from it. Learn to love yourself. Believe in yourself and become your own best friend. That is the foundation for wholeness. Without those, you can't become whole. Once you become whole, once you seek wholeness, mind, body, spirit balance, then you become the person you want to attract. It worked. It worked for me. And I think it will work for you. I struggled so much in my life. I would not say I've had a happy life. Would I say that that's the goal, is to have a happy life? No. I don't think happiness is our goal in life. But I do think happiness is a reward for a life well lived. Happiness is the byproduct. So our goal is to find our purpose and meaning in life. Help others get through this. Get rid of all your karma, your cause and effect. Get rid of all that negative energy. We're going to talk on another video about trapped emotions. Trapped emotions are nothing but stored toxic energy in your body, and they keep you. It's my opinion that that's where a lot of sickness comes from. A lot of medical doctors are talking about that today in quantum physics, and we'll talk about that more as well. But I want you to be strong. You have it in you. You have greatness, and I'm here to help guide you to your greatness. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a therapist. But I've been through hell and back with this narcissistic BS. I have zero tolerance for anything like that anymore. My parents are still trying to play the game. They're still alive, still trying to play the game. They didn't like it when I came out with my book, Life Made Simple, Secrets to Wealth and Happiness Hidden in Plain Sight. Available on Amazon. I've got 5-star review. It's got a guarantee. That book will change your life. If you've got 90 days to read it, if you don't think it helps you, send it back. I'll give you 100% of your money back. The guarantee is in the front of the book. I started this channel and I wrote that book to change lives, to help you get through the struggles that I went through. When I started this channel, I thought to myself, if I just help one person, that's going to be amazing. Yeah, a tractor trailer coming down a dead end road. That's interesting. So what I want is help me to help you. Leave in the comments, what is it that I said that helps you? What is it that you need in your life? Do you want me to talk about a certain topic, subject that maybe you're struggling with? And I'll tell you how I got through it. I'm not here to teach or coach you. I'm here to show you what I went through and how I found the healing and how I found the balance. But understand, this video is about finding your balance. First, believing in yourself, having self-love, and becoming your own best friend. This is Joe Cox Jr. with Life Made Simple, getting you through this narcissistic world. From my heart to yours, I wish you nothing but blessings. Bye-bye now.